Best Mac 2018. The best Macs to buy this year. 1 13-inch MacBook Pro with Touch Bar, 2017. CPU, dual-core Intel Core i5 i7. Graphics, Intel Iris Plus Graphics 640-650. RAM, 8GB 16GB. Screen, 13.3-inch, 2560 x 1600, IPS. Storage, 256GB 1TB PCIe 3.0 SSD. Dimensions, HXWXD 30.41 x 21.24 x 1.49 cm. If you were expecting the 13-inch MacBook Pro of this year to rectify our complaints of late 2016, you ought to be prepared for disappointment with the latest iteration of Apple's professional-grade laptop. However, if what you craved were updated internal specs and the same all-aluminum unibody design of yesteryear, the mid-2017 MacBook Pro will absolutely please you. Complete with the same controversial touch bar and some pretty beefy specs, the MacBook Pro is a marvel to behold, even if it's still limited to Thunderbolt 3 ports alone. 227-inch iMac with 5K Retina display, 2015. CPU, quad-core Intel Core i5 Core i7. Graphics, AMD Radeon R9 M380 R9 M395, 2GB. RAM, 8GB 32GB. Screen, 27-inch Retina 5K, 5120 x 2880, IPS. Storage, 25GB 1TB PCIe flash, 2TB 3TB Fusion drive. Dimensions, HXWXD 51.6 cm x 65 cm x 20.3 cm. If you want the big screen of an iMac with the precision of a Retina display, then there's only one iMac for you, the iMac with 5K Retina display. It comes with a choice between two Intel Core i5 chips as well as 1 TB of HDD or Fusion drive storage, and it's so pretty we want to marry it. For designers and video creators looking to make the move to pixel-heavy content, the 5K iMac pairs an illustrious display with a heaping deal of screen real estate to boot. It may not have the expandability of a Mac Pro, but at least you don't have to worry about buying a monitor. 321.5-inch iMac, 2017. CPU, dual-core Intel Core i5 quad-core i7. Graphics, Intel Iris Plus Graphics 640 AMD Radeon Pro 560, 4GB. RAM, 8GB 32GB. Screen, 21.5-inch FHD, 1920 x 1080, sRGB, 4K UHD, 4096 x 2304, P3 wide color, Retina IPS display. Storage, 1 TB HDD 1 TB Fusion drive SSD. Dimensions, HXWXD 20.8 x 6.9 x 17.7 inches, 52.8 x 17.5 x 45 centimeters, WXDXH. You know you're getting an unusually good value from an Apple product when, even at the entry level, you can expect high performance. Lots of storage and more ports than you know what to do with. The latest in Apple's all-in-one desktop lineup, that's the 2017 21.5-inch iMac in a nutshell. There's still no touchscreen, but at a fraction of the cost of Microsoft's Surface Studio, you might be thankful that there isn't. Instead, you're getting a 7th-generation Intel processor and your choice of an IPS display carefully wrapped in an all-metal chassis. 412-inch MacBook, 2016. CPU, dual-core Intel Core M3 Core M7. Graphics, Intel HD Graphics 515. RAM, 8GB. Screen, 12-inch Retina, 2304 x 1440, IPS. Storage, 256GB 512GB PCIe flash. Dimensions, WXDXH 28.05 cm x 19.65 cm x 1.31 cm. Apple's 2015 MacBook refresh wasn't for everyone, and, despite being rosier and goldier than ever, that contention didn't change in 2016. Most notably, Apple's replacement of our favorite ports with the brand new USB-C remains controversial. There's also the keyboard, wherein Apple has re-engineered every key to be thinner and far less springy to the touch. Even though its Intel Core M processor has nowhere near the power of the Pro or even the Air, the laptop is more than capable of running iMovie, Photos, and even Photoshop with ease. 15-inch MacBook Pro, 2016. CPU, quad-core Intel Core i7. Graphics, Intel HD Graphics 530, AMD Radeon Pro 450/455. RAM, 16GB. Screen, 15.4-inch Retina, 2880x1800, IPS. Storage, 256GB 2TB PCIe flash. Dimensions, HXWXD 1.49 cm x 30.41 cm x 21.24 cm. After some much-needed patience, we finally have the MacBook Pro overhaul we deserve. Complete with a thinner, lighter design, a space gray color option and an OLED touch bar in lieu of the function keys, this MacBook Pro introduces the big changes we've been waiting for. Although you may be turned off by the lack of conventional ports, there's a lot to love about the 15-inch MacBook Pro, including lots of RAM, fast storage, and a massive trackpad. Sure, you'll be shelling out an extra wad of cash, but it's the best MacBook Pro money can buy. 13-inch MacBook Air, 2015. CPU, dual-core Intel Core i5 Core i7. Graphics, Intel HD Graphics 6000. RAM, 8GB. Screen, 13.3-inch HD, 1440x900. Storage, 128GB 512GB PCIe flash. Dimensions, WXDXH 19.7 cm x 19.7 cm x 3.6 cm. The MacBook Air is in an interesting spot. While it's still one of the most popular and well-known notebooks around, the iPad Pro and 12-inch MacBook have stolen much of its thunder. That is, unless you need the legacy USB 3, Thunderbolt 2, and SDXC card connectivity. Even without a Retina display or Force Touch trackpad, the 13-inch MacBook Air is a very capable machine, even if the 4GB of RAM and 128GB of storage leave a lot to be desired. Plus it still has the beloved MagSafe 2 charger on board as well as an impeccable battery life. 7 Mac Mini, 2014. CPU, dual-core Intel Core i5 Core i7. Graphics, Intel Iris Graphics. RAM, 4GB 16GB. Storage, 500GB HDD, 256GB 1TB PCIe flash, 1TB 2TB Fusion drive. Dimensions, WXDXH 19.7 cm x 19.7 cm x 3.6 cm. The Mac Mini is Apple's cheapest computer and has, for a long time, been its least powerful. Fortunately, Intel's processor technology allows the desktop to be used for heavier tasks, and Apple has brought the low-end model up to a decent specification. Available in 3 different variants from a $499, £399, $699, version with a 1.4 GHz Intel Core i5 processor and 4GB of RAM to a $999, £949, $1,499, model with a 2.8 GHz CPU and 8GB of memory. Apple's smallest Mac is also one of its most resilient.